Ma'am, are you there with us? Respected Mia, ma'am. Okay.
Very good evening, everyone. Am
Yeah,
I
yes,
audible?
ma'am.
Am I
Ma'am, you
audible?
are audible but not visible. Yeah.
I'm waiting for the same. Uh, my hearty congratulations to respected Raja Rao sir for conducting such a wonderful and useful webinar. And special thanks and gratitude to Professor Dr. Caroline Ma'am and all the eminent speakers for excellent speech. So this webinar is really giving us great vision that how can we sustain peace across the world. And we all are knowing that world is faces crisis and India is the highest second population in the world. So definitely we are also going to get affected. And being from Indian Air Force family, I know that how the cost of war affect to every common man. So it is my appeal and request to one and all, let's sustain a world which only and only contains love, peace, happiness, blessings for one and all. And all the speakers have spoken so beautifully. So I just don't want to extend my speech. Rather, I would like to say that let's inculcate the value of gratitude among youth generation, learners, adolescents. So they should be our peace ambassadors across the world. Today is the National Science Day, and we are celebrating as Dr. C.V. Raman. Yes, and he discovered Raman effect. So great physicist. So the theme of this year also is how to integrate science and technology with sustainable developmental goal and how we can sustain. So the world needs peace. We need gender equality. We need education for all. So let's imbibe all these values among everyone. These are my warm wishes and blessings to one and all. Thank you so much for giving me opportunity. Thank you, Dr. Madhvi ma'am, and everyone. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Gratitude, gratitude. Amazingly, you have explained. And yeah, very true. Are we creating a revolution, a war somewhere? When it comes, like ma'am said, that yeah, we have to bring that all those things, equality among us. So somewhere when we are not doing that, which is not acceptable, so we are creating war somewhere. So let's not create that. Let's bring all that sustainable development, all the development and love towards the society where we can bring the peace. So let's move to with our next wonderful speaker, respected Obed Fro Nevada. Hi, Excellency, are you there? Respected Obeid. Okay, let me call Professor Dr. Mehreen. Professor Dr. Mehreen. Yes, ma'am. Over to you,
Yes,
ma'am. Please, ma'am. Yes.
thank you so much. Respected host and hostess, and Dr. Rajarao, Dr. Caroline, and the Royal Council, thank you so much for putting this together. It is such a needed discussion to be had, especially today with what we are experiencing in the globe. I think right now what we're all looking at is exactly just that, world peace. But every single person on this platform, I think, is an ambassador of peace. I think we're surrounded by different people on platforms around the globe that are also ambassadors of peace. So, as ambassador of peace, we are leaders of peace. But I want to ask every one of us, every single person, not necessarily anybody with an accolade or a certificate, every single human being is peace in themselves. So, right now, this world, as we are sitting in it, is craving and yearning and wanting peace. Peace all around, peace within the mind, peace within a self, peace within a home, peace with economy. Everyone is yearning and searching for this peace. And if we look at these two words of world peace, world, this world is huge and yet so small. Every single person in every corner of the globe, whether you're sitting in a village, in a home, in your corporate office, wherever you are in the world right now, you know where the war zones are. You know what wars you are feeling inside you and what you are going through, whatever internal conflicts you are facing. You know what you're going through within your district, within your areas. We know of the wars going on between countries. Right now, what's going on between two different countries that have been ongoing with war for many, many years. We know of these things. And when we look at the word peace, what does it resonate with? It resonates with your mind. It resonates with your heart. It resonates with emotion, with your mental well-being. We all need it. We all crave it. We all want it. We desire this. The problem that we're having now is what is the one thing that is disrupting world peace? Disruption of world peace is this fight and struggle for power. The struggle for power. What are you wanting power over? If we allow people to overtake us in our mind and overtake what we are, then we are giving them that power. When we don't give it, then people want to try and take it away from us. But we are not here to try and salvage and decide what exactly is creating war. We're trying to decide what exactly is our quest for peace. And in that I say, the peace that we're all looking for actually sits within each one of us. If us in our different areas can actually resound in our home, in our different communities, we can actually talk about things of peace and how to generate it. And right now, when it comes to the war-torn areas, if we can somehow collate different groups, if they are amenable to get WhatsApps and messages from us, we can give out these positives to them to allow for them to realize that we all in the universe are there for you. You are not in your struggle alone. Can you imagine the mindset of somebody in a war zone? Can you imagine the mindset of a father who's had to leave his home and his family? The wife who's had to say goodbye to him, not knowing if she'll ever see him again, but have her children to see to without an income. The children themselves who are petrified, not knowing when the next bomb or whatever is going to drop. The people that are trying their best. It is insane to try to figure out how they feel. However,
I
us
think, ma'am,
leaders,
yes, please go ahead.
we are definitely able to know the psyche behind what they're going through. And using our innovations, using our knowledge, using our capacities in the platform that we are sitting in now, we can collectively say, yes, as the previous beautiful speaker said, we can heal this world because together we can. Why? Because as the first video of the song showed, we are the world. We are the peace in the world. So it vests within us. So each one of us tries to build that little level of peace within us, within our surroundings, and talk of peace instead of talking of the power struggle and the competition and what I can get more. Let's talk of peace. Let's talk of tolerance. Let's talk of respect, because that's what it's about. We need to respect each other, respect the individual in the individual. The individuality within somebody is what we need to respect. Respect where they come from, respect their beliefs. So utmost is tolerance of somebody who is different from you, tolerance of someone who has more or less than you, tolerance of yourself with your reactions to people. So the quest for peace first is within ourselves. The quest for world peace is what we can give off from the peace we have within to the world who right now is crying for peace. So I want to say thank you again for this amazing platform. I too have learned a lot from everybody that is here, every dignitary. And if there's one thing that resonates with me is the impact war has, because I've counseled children and families that have come from war zones, and I know it's a lasting impact. It's a lasting impact that you can try as much as you want to. It does not go away because it imprints its vision within you. We need to try and tell people, every person out there, whoever is trying to get this message through, know that us throughout the globe are with you. We're with you in your fight. Those who are feeling guilty about it, do not feel guilty. We are still with you too. They are innocent victims who are part of this struggle. And we are standing with everyone because every one of us wants the peace. So we say quiet prayers in each of our different ways for every war-torn country, for every person who has got a conflict or war turns within themselves. And we say that we want to build a peaceful world for our future generations, as well as for us to be able to get through so that all of our goals, our SDG goals, and we reach 2030, meeting every one of them still with peace and tolerance and respect for each other. And thank you again for this wonderful platform. I really, really appreciate the time.
Gratitude, ma'am. That's really amazingly you have explained, and wherever we are from, whatever we can do, however we can bring, what power we have. So accordingly, we can bring peace around us, surround us the way we can. So let's try. Now, I would like to call the High Excellency speaker of today, Professor Mike. Professor Mike, are you there with us?
Yes.
Yes,
Good evening.
please.
Good day.
Over to you.
How are you, ma?
Fantastic, fantastic. When you all are there with us, of course, we are peace and
Are you hearing
fantastic
me?
peace. Yeah. Over to you, sir.
How are you? Well, thank
Fine,
you, ma.
Yeah, yes, sir. Please, sir.
Good day to everyone. And I
Yes.
really thank the organizer of this meaningful conference. And I also thank you for giving me the opportunity to be part of the guest speakers on this conference. God will continue to strengthen you to do more to save humanity from souls. Thank you very much. The topic before me is the power of peacekeeping in society. Anyone that have experienced war before will never against anything that will embrace peace. Peace is the most important thing that almost everyone desires to have on daily basis. A society that lacks peace will not progress or achieve its purpose. So also, any nation or community that does not embrace peace will always be stagnant in achieving its purpose and good things. Being a religious leader with more than 25 years in the field and holding different positions in the religious body, I would like to focus on how the religious of the world can be part of peacekeeping in society. Religious leader is a powerful key of peacekeeping in society. How to keep peace in society as a religious leader? Firstly, religious leader must preach peace in their various religious gatherings. This is a powerful key to keep peace in society because everyone on earth belongs to one religion or the others. Nobody is isolated in time of religions. All of us are a member of one religion body or the other. What religious leaders preach to their members is very essential. In my experience as a pastor, as a church leader, as a religious leader, the members of every religious leader believe mostly in what their leaders told them, in what they hear from their leaders. Therefore, the religious leaders should teach their followers peace tolerance and peace pursuance. They must let their followers know the importance of peace, know the essence of peace. Let them realize that if there is no peace, if we allow war, it is another thing. Secondly, religious leaders have more control and are close to the members of society. They have influence more than anyone as far as this earth is concerned. Therefore, they must embrace any event or any program that can preach or lead to peace of the society. Thirdly, the body language of religious leaders must preach peace. Actions speak than voice. The actions and reactions of religious leaders to any issue that can lead to war or crisis in their domain must show or preach peace. Their body language to every issue is very powerful to quench the crisis or to fire the crisis. Fourth point, religious leaders should not support anyone or any organization or anybody that preach against peace. They must resist such tools or plan with everything in their power to make sure that peace reigns in anywhere, anytime, as far as their religious leader in that environment. And finally, the religious leader must practice peace with another fellow as an example or promoters of peacekeeping in society. That is to say, it is not only to preach peace, but also to practice it. Because when you involve in peacekeeping action, when your doing is preaching peace, people will follow you, people will embrace it. We should see our neighbor as ourselves, not as our enemy. Therefore, Let us be peacekeeping in our locality. Thank you for this opportunity given to me. Remain blessed. And once again, I thank the organizer of this program, and I thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity. God will continue to be with every one of us. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks million to even Rajarasa to bringing all of you dignitaries over here to, and again, like I'm learning a lot from all of you. And I think that somewhere, I don't know, but yeah, somewhere we are bringing peace. And I believe that from the time we have heard about the war, might be our inner peace destroyed. So here we are bringing that. So do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace. So first of all, let's bring peace in our mind. Now, like profusely elated to invite our next dignitary of today, Dr. Surya Banu. Yes, ma'am, please. Over to
Very
you.
good evening to one and all. This is Professor Dr. Surya Banu from Bilainagar, Chhattisgarh, India. In the words of Sylvia Cartwright, the quest for peace begins in the home, in the school, and in the workplace. The basic issues affecting peace are peace and conflict studies often involve an exploration of the interconnection among such issues as poverty, violence, and non-violence, individual and overall security, hunger, discrimination, human rights, war and justice, freedom, and human community. In the words of Richard Daly, the greatest quest in life has always been the search for peace. The difficulties that a country face when their global peace is affected are climate change, terrorism, cyber attacks, the proliferation of weapons of mass destruction, poverty, and trans-border crime are only some of the many factors and disrupt peace, at times leading to violent and deadly conflicts in parts of the world. In the words of Louis Penny, where there is love, there is courage. Where there is courage, there is peace. Where there is peace, there is God. And when you have God, you have everything. The biggest global challenges are the biodiversity loss, climate change, destructive artificial intelligence, environmental disaster, nuclear holocaust, pandemic is the current problem, biotechnological risk, molecular nanotechnology, and so on. In the words of Martin Luther King, it is not enough to say we must not wage war. It is necessary to love peace and sacrifice for it. And he also said, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do it. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only the love can do it. The common examples of social issues are the poverty, homelessness. Poverty and homelessness are worldwide problems. The climate change is a warm challenge. Climate is a threat to the entire world. Overpopulation, immigration stresses, civil rights and racial discrimination, gender inequality, healthcare availability, childhood obesity. In the words of Aristotle, it is not enough to win a war, it is more important to organize the peace. Then the question arises, how can we achieve peace in the world? Smile to people no matter whether they are indifferent, angry, or unhappy. Forgive people and take them as they are. Respect everything. Never support violence. Now I conclude peace, security, basic needs that people in the midst of the violent conflict desperately want and seek. However, building bars, back trust, livelihood, institution, and relationship is a complex and long-term endeavors full of steps forward and back. This is the task of peace building, where war destroys and tears apart. Peace builds strength and restores. At the same time, peace is personal for each of us, longs for security and tranquility in the face of the troubles, anxiety, and chores that often touch our lives. At last, I want to share the nice thoughts said by the Mahatma Gandhi, a great peace leader. The differences between what we do and what we are capable of doing would suffice to solve most of the world's problem. And he also told the very first step in non-violence is that we cultivate in our daily life as between ourselves truthfulness, humanity, tolerance, and loving kindness. Thank you. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, Dr. Raja Rao sir, for giving me such a beautiful opportunity. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Very nicely you have explained each and everything. And with the slogan of Mahatma Gandhi ji, of course, he said that peace is really important, and that's really the existence that really matters a lot. And how nicely in the entire life he has explained that how like peacefully also we can create a war. So that's what we need to understand, and I think that's what we have brought inside us. So wonderful. Like the personality kind of Mahatma Gandhi ji brings this changes, like where today also inside us, he's alive. So it's not enough to win a war. It is more important to organize the peace. So now I would like to call, I'm delighted to call our next respected dignitary, Razulu Caroline ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am. Yes.
Greetings, everyone. It has been a wonderful session, listening to everyone. Whatever I was, I think our wonderful speakers have covered everything, almost everything. What I would like to say on this context to the quest of peace is, war is something inevitable. It's an inbuilt, trait, inbuilt trait, I guess. War is something. We are educated, in every possible way, so that, like our former speaker said, about we can wage war in a peaceful way. So there are many ways of doing it. And, some of our speakers were also leaving messages on the chat box asking if any one of the speakers have been in the war zone, where some of the speakers have indicated that they have interacted with people that have been, had the experience of war, as well as traveling. And the former speaker also, she had experiences in that war field, war zone. Let me also share a little experience about mine, where I'm from the northeastern part of India, which is where there's a small state called Nagaland. Now, I'm sure most of our fellow friends must be aware that, it took a long time to have a ceasefire here in Nagaland. So, as a child, I have also experienced that kind of atmosphere, actually. So it is literally said that it's a disturbed area now. It has been coined as, but, as a child, just because of the war, there creates, what I have seen is that there's too much damage caused. And of course, psychologically, it is also damaged, emotionally as well. It does nothing good, but it's just damage over damage. To what I've seen is people being thrown, being killed and being thrown into the cars, the dead bodies. That's what I have seen. Also, there were times where, like, of course, I was fortunate enough to grow up in a concrete home. So what happened is most of the areas, like they were not safe enough to live in their own homes. So many people come and lodge at my place. So at night as well, there was no peace. Anytime there would be firing from any corner. So let me put it together. There is nothing nice having, of course, we are all aware of it, but it causes much damage. And of course, it also, affects in the later part of our lives as well. So, we can still work on it. Like I said, war is something inevitable. We cannot stop this, somebody from some corner will be manipulated and it will still continue. It's just part of us. So what we can do is, work on it, like educate, maybe, we can have an alternative way to do things. I think this is all I will share for today. And thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you so much, Dr. Madhvi. It is nice seeing familiar faces. Thank you so much once again. Have a wonderful evening.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. Have a wonderful evening to you as well. And after listening, of course, all of you, it's such a wonderful evening. I really salute the mind stamina of Raja Rao sir when he comes up with amazing dignitaries and with a wonderful idea, like a huge platform where this, patience, keeping patience is like, and listening all of them and bringing a change. It's a big task. So we say now that warriors are everywhere. So he is a respect. Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. She is always the next to me. So absolutely. So when it comes to all of them, so they really bring this change. And like, of course, like when it comes to Caroline ma'am, she is a complete, like my favorite celebrity. I always say to ma'am that once when I even get her like also, I was like that this is the like by Caroline ma'am, and that really makes me happy. So this is something like, the identity who is empowering us. So I like, you are true inspiration and really matters. And this is a real blessings, when we get the connection. So thank you so much, Raja Rao sir and Caroline ma'am. You both are
Thanks to all of
wonderful,
you.
wonderful. I'm just speechless to express it. Being a moderator, also, I don't have literally to express it out the way you both are, like, doing, and many dignitaries. So you really made us. You all really made us. Let me tell you. And I believe Noor sir is, like my brother, is completely agree with this. That we became with we get it with your blessings, the way you have started and always trusted us. So yeah. So of course, when I try to speak about both of you, I believe that it will take my whole, I don't know how many months or years, but yeah, whatever I'll become an amazing author, I'm going to write about you all dignitaries. So let's move to our another dignitary. I'm gratified to invite Dr. Ashok Gupta, sir. Dr. Ashok Gupta, are you there with us? Okay, so I believe Inga ma'am has joined us in between, if I could see. Ma'am, are you there? Okay. Dr. Faiza Anjuman, ma'am. Ma'am, are you there? Yeah, over to you, ma'am. Please, could you please on your video if it's possible?
No, actually, I am traveling.
That's
so
amazing.
The audio will,
that's Sure, ma'am. Please, over to you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. And I am interesting to talk about shaping peace together. for equitable and sustainable world. And I think all of us knows that we heal from the COVID-19 pandemic, and we are inspired to think creatively and collectively about how to help everywhere recover better, and how to build resilience, and how to transform our world into one that is more equal, more just, equitable, inclusive, sustainable, and healthier. And in this situation, as accompanied by a surge in stigma, discrimination, which only cost more lives instead of saving them. And as all of us knows that the virus attacks all without caring about where we are from and what we believe in. And also confronting this common enemy of humankind, we must be reminded that we are not each other's enemy. To be able to recover from the devastation of the pandemic, we must make peace with one another. And we must make peace with nature. Despite the travel restrictions and economic shutdowns, climate change is not on pause. What we need is green and sustainable global economy, and the observance with traditional farewell accounts, the continent's cultures, geographical boundaries reflects the sharp stakes, opportunities, and threats faced by the humanity without any discrimination of caste,